Good morning, students. Welcome back to class. Today, we will learn about making suggestions. What makes year 2 feel stressed out? I asked you, what makes you feel stressed out? And many of you gave different answers. One person said, the stress in my life is that I overthink and can't control my thoughts. Another person said, when we have exams. A different person said, learning online makes me nervous because I am afraid I will not be able to study. Exams and deadlines make someone in year 2 feel stressed out. Wearing student uniforms, this can also make you feel stressed out. And I don't like when I wait on my friends for a long time. So waiting makes them feel stressed out. Many students have said that having exams make them feel stressed out. So having exams makes them feel stressed out. When I hear this, I want to help. I want to help these students who feel stressed out. So when students say, having exams make me feel stressed out, Ajahn Bailey Ann says, I understand. Maybe you could try asking your teacher for help if you don't understand a topic you will be tested on. So when students say they feel stressed out, Ajahn Bailey Ann says, maybe you could try asking your teacher for help. Another thing Ajahn Bailey Ann says when students say having exams make me feel stressed out, Ajahn Bailey Ann says, one thing that helps me is to study for my exams a little bit each day. Maybe you could try studying for 10 minutes a day so that you can feel more confident about your exams. This is a good idea, students. I wanted you to know a good idea I had to help you. So, when students say, having exams makes me feel stressed out, Ajahn Bailey Ann says, maybe you could try, or one thing that helped me is, maybe you could try it, so that you can feel more confident about your exams. When Ajahn Bailey Ann says, maybe you could try, and one thing that helps me, she is using these phrases to make suggestions. So Ajahn Bailey Ann is making suggestions to her students. Making suggestions. So now I will make a few more suggestions on what someone should do if they're stressed out about exams. So if you are stressed out about your exams, maybe you could try studying 10 minutes a day. Maybe you could try studying 10 minutes a day. This is my suggestion to you. Have you ever asked your teacher for extra help?
If you feel stressed about exams,
So if you feel stressed
why
out
don't
about
you
the exam,
look at your homework
have you
again
ever
to
asked
review?
your teacher for extra help?
Maybe
I'm sure
you should
they'd
ask
be
your
happy to give it
classmates
to you.
if you can study together.
So
Those
if
are
you
two
feel
examples
stressed,
of suggestions. We make make suggestions in many different ways in English, and we have many different words to describe the same thing. So if you are stressed about your exams, what about you take 3 deep breaths before you start the exam? And how about doing yoga in the morning before your exam? These are all different suggestions I make to you.
One student told me that learning online makes them feel stressed out. I think many students from our faculty would say the same thing. Learning online makes them feel stressed out. So, what I want you to do is I want you to suggest one way to help. If someone told you learning online makes them feel stressed out, what would you say? You suggest one way to help. A helpful sentence starter is to begin your sentence with maybe you should try. Submit 2 suggestions. Sorry, not one, but 2.
So, if you feel stressed about exams,
for someone who feels stressed out,
why don't you look at your homework again to review?
So,
maybe you should
do
ask
this
your
in Google Classroom
if you can study
where
together. Those are 2 examples of suggestions.
You can submit
We make
your
suggestions
answers
in
underneath
many
this
different ways
video.
in English.
Thank you so much.
And we have many different words to describe the same thing. So if you are stressed about your exams, what about you take 3 deep breaths before you start the exam? And how about doing yoga in the morning before your exam? These are all different suggestions I make to you.